This is a special edition of Lou Dobbs Tonight, Independence Day, Awakening the American Spirit. Live from New York, Lou Dobbs.
Good evening, everybody. Independent voters could determine the outcome of today's Republican primary in Michigan. In fact, independent voters could determine the decision 2008 results for this presidential contest. First results from Michigan are expected within the hour. We'll have those results for you as soon as they come in. We're also on standby at the candidates' headquarters for the very latest from them. Mitt Romney, Senator John McCain, Mike Huckabee, all making our worsening economy the top issue in their campaigns over the past 2 weeks. Michigan is on the front line of the war on our middle class. The state's manufacturing industry has simply been devastated by faith-based economic policies. The unemployment rate in Michigan is nearly 7.5%. That is the nation's highest. Bill Tucker has our report from Madison Heights, Michigan. Bill?
Lou, as you noted, the economy is the #1 issue here in Michigan, and this factory where I'm standing now is a good example of why. They used to make auto parts here. Some 90 people on any given day came here to work and earned a paycheck. They don't anymore. In their story, the story of Michigan is the story of America.
Michigan is losing manufacturing jobs at an annual rate of 34,000. The annual rate loss for the country over the last 7 years, 425,000, according to analysis of labor statistics by the Economic Policy Institute. 5 decades ago, more than a third of American workers earned their paychecks in manufacturing. Today, only 12% do. Over the last 10 years, not only has employment shrunk, real factory output adjusted for inflation, has fallen, according to a study by the U.S. Business and Industry Council, an advocacy group like many others that is concerned about the effect of the losses are having on jobs in this country.
It matters because manufacturing is the American economy's leader in creating high-wage jobs, and manufacturing is also the American economy's greatest generator of technological progress.
Those losses have come under the banner of free trade agreements, which have resulted in record trade deficits and granted multinational corporations access to cheap foreign labor at our expense.
The reality is that the people who are voting are being put out of work and are finding themselves working part-time in Starbucks or working part-time in a hamburger joint, and the wage levels are completely different.
The manufacturing jobs that are leaving were on average paying $725 a week, and they're being replaced by lower-end service jobs, and on average the overall jobs in Michigan pay about $608 a week.
Increasing stress on families and communities. In the Detroit area, local food bank resources are strained, with demand up 13%. Manufacturers worry that our neglected manufacturing policy means we're about to lose our manufacturing ability.
The society doesn't seem to value it. The community doesn't value it. A lot of the reason is because they've seen their grandfathers and fathers and uncles and aunts lose their jobs and invest a lot in a career and not be able to do anything there.
A manufacturing job supports approximately 4 other jobs in the economy. 9% of our scientists are employed in the manufacturing sector, according to the Economic Policy Institute. But not all manufacturing or business groups see the job losses or rising trade deficits as signs of trouble.
No, Lou, multinational companies and the groups they support, such as the National Association of Manufacturers, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, think that manufacturers taking advantage of cheap foreign labor overseas is exactly what they should be doing. Lou?
Thank you very much. Bill Tucker from Madison Heights, Michigan.